Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. So this is rather late, but let's take Kushinada Zero through Yamato Takeru. And Kushinada Zero is pretty great for this mission because she has a null gravity barrier, which I prefer over a null damage wall, although both type of monsters are good. And then she also has a Paladin Slayer, which is what the boss is. So we'll take a couple of her and see how she does. And then I'm building this team around Kushinada Zero's strike shot. It creates a plasma line in between other monsters or teammates that she hits. And then if those monsters have a Slayer, the Slayer will go into the plasma. So I'm bringing Genghis Khan Evolution. He is another balanced null gravity with Paladin Slayer. And then I'm bringing Satan Alpha from the Summertime Hatcher. And he has no null gimmicks. And then Paladin Slayer M, I think it is. So yeah, lots of Slayer, and then hopefully we can see that strike shot do some work. And then the best places to use that strike shot are the first and then last boss stages. Unfortunately, I had a lot of trouble getting the strike shot to really work. It's kind of a difficult strike shot to use, actually. I've said this in another video, but it's best used when the boss is kind of in the center of the screen, and then you can kind of move around the boss and get lots of hits in with the plasma. But the thing is that on that first boss stage, I would take down the boss a little bit too quickly by accident. The characters that I'm using are too strong, just too many Slayers. And then the last stage is kind of difficult because there are damage walls, and then the positioning of the boss is a little more difficult as well. But anyway, we'll see how this goes. And then Kushinada Zero, she is a power type, so her speed is pretty low. But in these early stages, it doesn't matter since we're just pinching anyway. And then for here, I'm going to try to set up for the stage after this. And so I want to pinch in between the robot in the lower right, and then above the demon above him. So yeah, just where Genghis Khan went in, we want to pinch in there, and then we want to clear the stage with him in that exact position. And then he also needs to be not the last person to act. So if I get this right, then I think Genghis Khan will be the first or second to act, and that's very important. Okay, so it looks like this is going to work out perfectly. We'll just take down this guy, and then it'll be Genghis Khan's turn. And then that will position us immediately on top of this mini-boss. And then we can kind of do a maybe a 10-degree angle down and get a match shot on the boss's weak point. And that will just clear the stage outright. So yeah, that really speeds up the run, and then saves us some damage as well. And then this stage here, this is probably the most difficult of all of the mini-boss stages, because Yamato Takeru is in the corner, and then the alleyways are blocked by shields. If we can start with the character in that alleyway, then that's really good. If not, then we need either bump combos or strike shots to do the best damage to the boss. Thankfully, Satan Alpha is just in there, so we can do lots of damage to him there. Okay, and then probably Satan Alpha will take down the boss here, so we'll just grab the hearts with Genghis Khan, and then get ready for the boss sequence. Alright, excellent. Yeah, I really should use Satan Alpha more often. He has an 8-turn null everything strike shot, so in theory he could go to every quest, but I just always forget to use him. Alrighty, so we want to pinch in between the two pairs of guys, so we'll try a tricky angle here. Very good. And then once we get rid of the two pairs of little guys, then we can focus damage on the boss. And if we wanted to prepare our positioning for the next stage, being in the top half of the screen would be preferable, and then being in the upper right hand corner would be best. Okay, kind of a weird bound there. And yeah, Kushinada Zero does have the... oh, let's look at this. We're going to use Satan's strike shot, so we'll ignore the gravity barrier, get a little bit of speed up, and then get lots of hits in on the boss and set off bump combos. So that was pretty successful. Alright, I could have used Kushinada Zero's strike shot here, but it would have been a waste since he's got so little life anyway. Okay, second boss stage. This is not as good a stage to use Kushinada Zero's strike shot. What we can do instead is just kind of get in that little alleyway above and to the right of Yamato Takeru, and we can do kind of shots in there where we bounce around a lot. So let's get in there with Genghis Khan. Whoa! Critical hit, took away about 95% of the life there, so that's pretty great. And we'll do the same with Satan Alpha, and very good. Okay, last boss stage. Alright, so again we want to take down the two pairs of guys, so that can free us up to do damage to the boss. Alright, well, that Kushinada is not in good position, so not much we can do about that. With this one here, though, we can pinch. Whoops. Okay, I don't like where this is going, so I'm going to use Genghis Khan's strike shot to take down the two pairs of little guys. Okay, very good. Alright, and then Satan Alpha is in a great position here, so we'll use his strike shot. Get a little bit of speed and power up, and then do some damage to the boss. Okay, excellent. Alright, so I could have been kind of conservative here and then kind of wash left and right with a shallow angle down, but I decided to go for it. So we'll just do this, kind of curve around, grab a couple plasmas, and then take down the boss. So that worked out. Alrighty. And then I actually played Yamato Takeru a few times to see if I can get a better example of that strike shot. So here at the end of the video, I'll attach a couple of, I guess, a montage of kind of nice shots, and then at the very end, or near the end, a good use of the strike shot. Okay, so here we are again, setting up for that match shot on the demon. So the 1P Kushinada Zero is in good position. And then again, as long as he is not the last character to act, then he will still be in good position against the big demon. Alright, so now it's a 1P's turn. We'll do that kind of 10-degree angle and match shot. Great. Okay, next we're here on the first boss stage. Then it's kind of easy to get a match shot on the boss if we do, again, like a 10-degree angle. So we got that there with Satan Alpha. Alright, here is an example of the strike shot. So we'll kind of curve around the boss while we pick up plasmas. Excellent, excellent. Alrighty, 2 million damage, not too bad. Okay, and then here is the second boss stage, and with Genghis Khan I'm going to kind of squeeze into the right there, It's very narrow on the right, so we kind of need a shallow angle to get in there. So that's nice. Take down the boss in one hit. And then finally, again on the second stage, if we get guys on the right and then we kind of do a 45-degree angle into the boss, we may even get enough damage to skip a gauge, which is what we did there. Okay, so that was Kushinada Zero in Yamato Takeru, and she's pretty great if you don't have other good Hatcher monsters for the quest. Alright, thanks for watching. Take care.